Let me explain why SoFi is my main bank currently in my favorite bank and credit card combination. They have had a lot of updates lately, and I think it's worth mentioning in this update video. SoFi is finally offering Zelle, and if you're watching this at a later date where it is normal for SoFi to have Zelle, at the time of filming this video, they are just now rolling it out to select few people, and eventually it will be everybody. And how I know this information is I know someone who has SoFi but hasn't got the offer for Zelle yet. But to save you the most important asset, which is time, let me tell you who this bank/credit card is for. So for people that don't mind banking only online or through an app, then this bank will fit your needs. 2, people that receives a qualifying direct deposit, this bank will be good for you, because if you don't receive a direct deposit, then you will lose out on a lot of benefits that SoFi offers, and I'll explain more on that later throughout the video. Once a good place to save your money, but that's if you have a qualifying direct deposit that's going to the SoFi bank. Don't want to be charged for having a low balance in your checking account, which basically means no minimum balance fees, possibly earning up to $300 through a cash bonus, which I will go into more detail throughout the video. And as far as the credit card, if you prefer cash back over travel and straightforward rewards, then this card is perfect. If that sounds like a bank and credit card that fits your financial situation, stick around and let's dive deeper into what SoFi has to offer. Also, at any time throughout the video, or if you're already thinking about signing up for SoFi, if you use my link in the description, you get an extra $25 when signing up at the time of filming this video. It does help the channel out and I would greatly appreciate it. So first and foremost, if you're going to open up a checking and savings account with SoFi, you need to be aware of SoFi Plus. So what SoFi Plus is, it is a status you unlock once you receive a qualifying direct deposit, and you do have to maintain that direct deposit up to $1,000 or more a month in order to receive all the benefits that SoFi has to offer. If you are to lose your direct deposit, you will lose SoFi Plus as well, which, while that is important, if you lose the status of SoFi Plus, you also lose the high yield savings account of 4.60% APY, because that is one of the benefits that you get when you have SoFi Plus. Say, for example, you were to lose SoFi Plus, your savings account will then drop to 1.20% APY, which isn't as good. It is better than traditional banks, but obviously you are leaving money on the table if you decide to not have SoFi Plus, simply because you don't have a qualifying direct deposit being deposited to your SoFi checking account or even your SoFi savings account. So if you're going to bank with SoFi, make sure you put yourself in position to be able to get the most from it and get all the benefits SoFi has to offer. But the 4.60% APY isn't the only thing they offer when you have SoFi Plus. They also offer you multiple different things, which I will put this chart here on the screen so we can kind of run through some of the things that they offer with SoFi Plus, and basically how you unlock SoFi Plus. Just in case you missed that, you just need a qualifying direct deposit. Other benefits that you receive from SoFi Plus: if you do decide to get the credit card, you get 3% cash back for one entire year from the time of opening that credit card. After that first year, it drops down to 2.2% cash back on all purchases, which is still very good, a very good catch-all card, which I use my SoFi credit card for literally every other purchase that doesn't make sense in that circumstance. So if there is a better credit card to use, I would use that, but if not, I would always use the SoFi credit card, and it is a Visa card, so you can use it at majority of places, unlike an American Express credit card. Also, you can earn 2x points on qualifying activities, no fee overdraft coverage, you get paid up to 2 days early, and they do offer other things which I'll put here on the screen. Me personally, I do not use them, but I'm sure there's someone out there that will utilize these tools. But if you look at the side where it does not have SoFi Plus, you see a lot of those benefits it does not have, or it drops down significantly in value. Like, for example, the savings account, you can see that is 1.2% APY rather than the 4.60% APY, and that's one of the major players, because if you're going to use SoFi, like I said, make sure you get all the benefits. If you don't have a direct deposit, I would not necessarily suggest SoFi, but it is still a good bank regardless, because I mean 1.2% APY is still better than a lot of banks like Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo with very low APY, so I don't want to count them out completely. So if you don't receive a direct deposit but still like what SoFi offer, then by all means go for it. But I just want to make sure you're aware that you are losing out on a lot of benefits if you do not have a qualifying direct deposit going to SoFi that equals out to be $1,000 a month. And another thing that I like about SoFi Bank is the checking account. So the checking account actually comes with its own APY of 0.50%, meaning you are still gaining interest on the money that you leave in there. Most banks don't do that, but I think that's pretty interesting because we all need a little bit of money over there to pay for our expenses and things that comes out of your checking account. And there is no account fees or no minimum balances that you need to uphold in this bank, which I mentioned earlier, which is also a plus. So you can have a low balance in this bank account and not be penalized for that. And obviously SoFi is known for their savings account simply because they offer 4.6% APY, which is a very good savings account, obviously, because I mean, that's how they reel in the majority of the people that do sign up for SoFi, which it is good if you have a significant amount of money in your savings account because you do see that interest grow. Speaking of the savings account, SoFi also offer this thing called votes. Basically, what it is a place where you could actually save money for specific things or events. It will ask you, what are you saving for? For example, the list goes something like emergency fund, travel, kids, house, car, dining, and stuff of that nature. So if you're saving for a certain trip, then a good place to save that money is votes. And the kicker to this is the APY that votes offer is the exact same APY as the savings account, sitting at 4.60% APY. SoFi also has this neat tool called Financial Insight, where you can set your spending goals for each month and categorize certain things like rent and reoccurring payments, food, stuff of that nature, to where it shows you just how much you actually spend within the month or within the time that you say you want to spend it. So for example, eating too much or going out here or buying these unnecessary things, which it will show you exactly how much you've been spending. Also, it has a place where you could check your updated credit score from your Vantage 3.0 credit score. Okay, so let's talk about how you can get that $300, or if you will even get the $300, because like I said, it is a cash bonus up to $300, but how do you maximize and get the full $300? Well, here's how you do it. When you receive your first direct deposit, that's when that bonus period starts, and it ends after 25 calendar days. So after 25 days after receiving your first direct deposit, that's when that promotional period ends. And within that time, if you make $1,000 up to $4,999.99, then you only receive $50. But if you make $5,000 or more, then you will receive the full $300. So basically, in that 25 days from the time you receive a direct deposit from SoFi, if you make $5,000 or more, then you will get $300. If you make anything less, then you only get $50. SoFi also offers rewards. It's a page called Memberships and Rewards, where it literally has a bunch of different tasks that you could do in order to gain points. Points can be converted into money, and it actually is pretty cool because I did do a video where I kind of explained this in a gamified way, which I'll link that over here. All the information in that video isn't completely accurate because SoFi has changed a lot, but there was one part where I said you can open up the app for 7 days and actually make money from that. They actually took that privilege away, so that doesn't exist anymore, but it kind of gives you the idea of SoFi points because I'm only going to briefly talk about it in this video. SoFi offers this tool called SoFi Travel, where you can save 10% or more on select hotels with SoFi member prices. Also offering all this stuff all in one app. Search, book, and manage your flights, hotels, and rental cars all in the SoFi app. Considering SoFi doesn't have any physical location, say you needed to deposit cash or withdraw cash, SoFi partnered with 90,000 plus retailers nationwide in order to do just that. And it is a simple process, but the bad part about it is they will charge you $4.95 in order to do that transaction. So if you needed to deposit something or withdraw something, typically they do charge you. And I actually experienced this personally. I'm not a fan of it simply because if you do bank with other banks, It is free to do that at their ATMs, but it does come at a cost. Everything gives and you get a little. And another thing that might be a little bit of a deal breaker is you only can make 2 deposits per day, and both deposits cannot exceed $1,000. In the whole month, you can only deposit $5,000 maximum. So that's something that you might want to think about before banking with SoFi. In my personal experience, as far as customer service with SoFi, has been pretty good. I haven't had many issues with banking with SoFi, period. So I haven't had to reach out to customer service many times, but the times I had to reach out to customer service, I had pretty good experiences. But overall, I am a fan of SoFi and I love the financial products they offer to their customers. Of course, I did not go into detail on every single thing that they offer. And if I missed something that you felt was pretty important, comment below and I may do it in the next review. But with that being said, I'll see y'all on the next one.